So they've got to try and get that target. Not bad for a young man. Takes a little time to tidy it back up. Not a very good. He didn't tie it properly, the guy here. Not a criticism, but there shouldn't be a knot in it when he throws it. That's the whole point. Him holding it like that. But you know, I am not an expert. I couldn't do it even if I was paid to do it. Okay, very good. Well done, good job. So Annie Blaker, Lifeboat is decommissioned and it's used for private tours. Now you can actually hire it. Up to 12 people can use it. So this guy here was the jet skier. So this is a proper lifeboat. You know, it's got its own rib boat, if you want to call it rib, its own tender. You know, it makes sense for when when the big boat, it's not feasible to use the big boat. You know, if you're by the rocks, then having this is a lifesaver. Literally. So Tamar class all-weather lifeboat here. She's trying to take on the worst of the sea conditions. She's fighting a lifeboat which might only turn the right way up in the event of a capsize. The inflatable water boat is stored underneath the aft. Rear deck has 15 horsepower outboard engine. It's used moderate conditions to access areas where lifeboats cannot reach. Of course, so when it's a rocky area, a reef area, this boat ain't made it. This boat won't be able to handle it. So slipways or stays moored where not in use. Crew capacity 7, length 16.3 meters, 25 knots, range 250 nautical miles. That's a good distance. 2 times Caterpillar engines. Fuel capacity 4.6 thousand litres. Solid epoxy glass bottom with a waterline. A foam core is sandwiched between an epoxy layer and an outer layer that is reinforced in high stress areas. That's pretty cool. The engine room pictures and cool. Not touch when transmitting it. George Sullivan. Lots of boys there. If you call them boys, I know what you want to call them actually. So this is the engine room. All the kids. Are you captaining the ship today? Are you going to captain the ship, girls? Oh, there's just some little girls there. I've got a static shock there. Yeah, great views. Gotta be careful not to drop the phone in the sea, otherwise I'll be a bit screwed. All these pictures and videos I've done today. And I guarantee you, all this phone is a Note 20. It's not going to be waterproof, especially that deep in the water for that long.
And then when you went downstairs, because that's the engine hatch. So you've been under that bit. I promise. No, because we've got to go to Rosie. Come on. Okay, happy?
I won't go inside. Ah, great views. I don't get much battery life these days on my phone, getting low in battery. It's very bouncy, the floor. That's okay. Atlantic 85 B-class inshore lifeboat. Yacht using carriage, shore-mounted crane, or floating boathouse. Top speed 35
That's a
knots,
GoPro camera, so
3
if we go out
hours.
on a shout, we can film for Saving Lives at Sea. Coming to a channel near you soon. You guys going there? Wow. That's one, and then there's another one. So that's the sea drogue one, and then underneath your feet in that locker, the real anchor. You want a helmet?
No, I wouldn't attempt to do
There you
that.
Go on, anyone to jump like that.
No. You're a bit old.
All the kiddies are excited. Spirit of St. Helier.
Yes. These cool tops. They're great. They're really great.
It's always the kids, they love these kind of things.
You shouldn't have been in white though.
No.
Something to keep my foot.
Yeah. Like myself. Come on then. Let's get you home.
We're not too
I can hear in the red light, it's not this one, it's that one.
Right,
Do you
George.
want the helmet?
George, we're going to go home. We're going home.
There you go, and you'll be able to shout to your team. Who are you going to go next?
Pardon?
I was awake.
So minimum is £5.
Wow.
It'd be good if you could just choose a custom amount. But maybe anything less than £5 isn't worth it. And then once you pay processing fees, banking fees. So that's Maritime House. That's the RNLI building. That's where we were just before, showing kids, or letting kids try and throw a knot. So, the Annie Blaker launched in 1989 at the RNLI station in Wicklow off the coast of Ireland. Okay, interesting. After being decommissioned in 2019, following an emotional send-off by her grateful crew, she was bought by an enthusiast and moored in Porter's Head Marina where we found her in September 2022. February 23, she was taken from Portishead to Plymouth, launched and motored to Salcombe. The next day, she missed a beat on the cross-channel voyage to a new home in Guernsey. Now licensed to catch 12 passengers and water and heads around Guernsey and other islands on cruises and charters. Who was Annie Blaker? A lifeboat Annie Blaker was named after a supporter who was brought up in Bungall Regis, West Sussex. So it's kind of near London area, if you will. Annie left home at a young age to work as a nanny and travelled to Canada and Europe before returning to Bungall Regis in 1930 to work in a furniture shop. Annie inherited a shop and bought a sheep farm. She was known in Sussex farming circles as the fierce trader, particularly enjoying the Findon sheep fair. Annie covered half the cost of a lifeboat with a gift in her will. It's very generous of her. I'm not going to go inside, but it's interesting. It doesn't seem to be much in the way of seating.